LR, the Liberal Redneck here. Coming to you from a country where Republicans have gone batshit crazy over the idea that their only chance to win future elections is by stopping as many people as possible from voting. They were truly stunned when our former president was so soundly trounced in the last election and they lost control of the Senate. In a desperate attempt to remain viable, conservative state legislators have so far introduced 253 bills designed to curtail the right to vote. The Supreme Court on Tuesday heard oral arguments by Arizona Republicans in defense of two voting restrictions they are looking to keep intact. At one point, Justice Amy Coney Barrett asked Michael Carvin, a lawyer representing the Arizona's GOP, what the party's interest in maintaining the policy of discarding ballots cast at the wrong precinct was. Carvin answered without hesitation that removing the rule would prevent Republicans from competing in the state. It puts us at a competitive disadvantage relative to Democrats, he told Barrett. Politics is a zero-sum game. Every extra vote they get through unlawful interpretations of Section 2 hurts us. It's the difference between winning an election 50-49 and losing an election. In a blatant disregard for the Constitution of the United States, the Republican-dominated state legislature in Oklahoma passed a bill that, according to the bill's sponsors, would allow the state's legislators to declare federal laws it disagrees with unconstitutional. Newsflash, Oklahoma, that ain't the way the Constitution works. Federal laws supersede state laws, and ignoring the ones you disagree with is not an option. States' rights is a ridiculous concept when it comes to voting rights. These actions clearly demonstrate the need for a federally controlled system of elections that is consistent in every state, regardless of whatever crap Republican state legislators try to come up with to make voting difficult or impossible. The only true reflection of our citizens' wishes is elections that encourage voting, and not elections where voting has been restricted because too many Democrats were allowed to vote. In a video posted on his website, right-wing commentator Josh Bernstein said that states need to ramp up their voter suppression efforts, saying that while he agreed with Donald Trump's ideas about voting, he isn't going far enough. We cannot have early voting, Bernstein said. We should have one day to vote, and no, it should not be a day of off, okay? You either go before work, you either go on your lunch break, or you go after work. That's it. If you can't get there in that one day, then it wasn't important enough for you. And to be quite frank, I don't want you to vote. If you can't make it in that one day, stay home. Bernstein went on to say that the U.S. must raise the voting age to a minimum of 21, and every voter must provide proof of income when they show up to vote. I want proof of income at the polling stations, he said. I want to see that you have skin in the game and that you are not planning on sponging off the system. I'm talking about people on welfare and things like that have been on the system and have been exploiting the system for many, many, many years. They should not be allowed to vote. You should have skin in the game because you're probably going to vote for the people that are going to keep you dependent on them, and that's not good for the country. I'll admit it, Bernstein said. I want to make it harder to vote in America, not easier. On one hand, I love seeing the Republican implosion, but on the other hand, we cannot allow the destruction of our country to go unchallenged. You can reach me at theliberalredneck@gmail.com, and you can visit live with me and my talented colleagues for our weekly wrap-up every Friday at noon Central on blogtalkradio.com/theliberalredneck. Thanks for watching.